Are you dedicated to the mission? This week we looked at a message about the baptism of Jesus and how Jesus was baptized by John the Baptist. And the last point that we looked at was Jesus' baptism was a baptism of dedication. And what he was dedicated to was his mission to the cross, this mission to die for humanity, to serve humanity in his death so that we could have life. And so what does that mean for us? How does that connect to us in our day today? And the reality is our baptisms, for those of us who have been baptized, when we are baptized, it is a baptism of dedication as well. And it is very similar to the baptism of dedication that Jesus had, yet we're not going necessarily to a cross for all of humanity. What we are doing is serving humanity to point them to the cross that Jesus died on. And so really our mission is a mission to serve. And the question is, are we dedicated to the mission, this mission of service, to model Christ and to show the people of this world, the people that we see in our workplace and in our neighborhoods, on the ball fields and so on and so forth, are we showing them through our service to them who Jesus is and what he is like and what God is like? And so this is the thing I want us to understand. We will never be fulfilled in our walk with Christ until we serve. Have you ever sat back and thought to yourself, I just don't feel fulfilled in my faith or my Christian walk? What's going on? What's wrong? And I would have to ask you the question, are you serving? Because if you're not serving, you're not actually modeling who Christ is. We were created to be in the image of God. And if we were created to be in the image of God, the one who bared God's image was Jesus. And he was a man of service all the way to his death. And so for us to actually fulfill our purpose in life is to be people who serve. And there's two areas that we need to be serving primarily. First is the family. We're called to serve our family. Men, the major problem in our society today can be rooted back to a family problem. The problems we see, they're family problems. So we need to be serving our families. We need to be serving and showing our families what it looks like. So this week, what I want you to do is just lead your family, get them together and just ask the question to your wife, how can I serve you better? How can I serve you better this week? Get very practical. How can I serve you better this week? Ask your kids, son, daughter, how can I serve you better this week? The second area is the church. As pastors, God has put us in a position where we are to equip the saints, and part of equipping is providing opportunities. There's opportunities all over our church to serve, and one place in particular is with our kids ministry on Wednesday nights. We have some areas where we need those areas to be filled with people who are willing to serve and give of themselves for the advancement or the mission of Jesus, the advancement of the gospel in our community to the kids. We have room for people to come and serve in our student ministry. One thing you may be able to do if you're a part of a life group, go to your life group leader and say, hey, how can I serve you? How can I serve our class? What are some things I can do in order to serve this classroom or even serve our church? And I promise you, your life group leaders will be enthusiastic about that question. So here's two areas where we need to serve and some ideas about how to serve in those areas. I hope this was helpful. If you want to check out our last video, click here. If you want to follow us on social media, just find us at SBC Clinton. And if you want to subscribe to our YouTube channel, click here.